I just feel like there's less people on right now. They're not watching right away, you know, whatever. I don't know for sure, but like I'm going to self-promote and, you know, I don't want to waste your time. I don't know why I think every marketing is a waste of your time. I mean, I think it makes sense, you know, like we get bombarded by ads all the time and I just want to be that person. And anyway, so I started in the beginning so I could be that person in the beginning. I'm trying to still cater to you guys. If you guys know, like my new book is coming out. It is coming out. Bloodlust is coming out July 29th. And if you guys would like to add it on Goodreads, that would help me a lot, push up the visibility, and you know, it's just really nice to keep it in mind for all the books that you plan to read. Oh, also, if you guys want to just get a sample of the book because you don't know if you'll even like the book, like I have the free prologue and first chapter down below as well, so that's really fun. That's good for you guys, you know, just see if you guys would even like the book before you even buy it, so that's cool. So anyways, it was sad. Okay, let me see. So then there was like a mom, I think she had to go to a parent, she needed to go to an interview to get a job. She left her kid in their car or somewhere, I can't remember, like with the windows down or something, and then someone called social services on her, or the police. The police came and like felt bad for her and like didn't charge her with anything. And I was just so mad at that story because I was like, why is it always automatically that you call 911, you call social services on people who are obviously in dire need of help? Like, it would be so much better if you just fucking help them. Like, I don't know. We live in a society that's tough. Like, I just don't know how we are supposed to live, especially parents that are low income or like are struggling and they don't have grandparents around to help them. It's so unfair to just put it on the individual to raise their kid alone, and then sometimes they make not enough to have a daycare system going on, you know, like everyone's just doing their best. And I just think it's so crazy how quickly people are willing to just call social services on your ass about everything. Anyways, it's one of my terrifying things. Like if I tell somebody something that is supposed to, okay, what else I think I'm done with promo time. So that's good. Oh, I wanted to show you guys what I eat. What's this called? Mukbang? Like that Korean like YouTube eating stuff. Okay, this is a thing of broccoli, steamed broccoli, no oil. And then I add it with real food. So then this is fried rice, but what is it called? I like to buy packaged food that is kind of not healthy for you, or I'll have restaurant food and I just add a bunch of healthy things. So it's like healthy-ish. It's just easier. I don't cook as much. I'm too tired. Am I a rabbit? Yes, a kind of, or a goat. Yeah, definitely. That's why I look so skinny. I told you guys, I work hard for this body, okay? Or else you guys wouldn't appreciate it, okay? Okay. And yes, I'll probably eat now because that's the thing. How are you guys doing today? Is everyone doing well? I was cleaning. You have to eat healthy if you want to look great. Well, except for Strider. Strider looks great all the time. You're hiding from the heat. Is it hot? Quebec is supposed to be very cold in this. Oh, you guys have all 4 seasons. I remember that, right? He's great because like you don't have to, you know how like cats get really fat? Like, oh my God, the obesity in America is ridiculous that their cats are getting fucking fat. Anyways, it's because they have no self-control either, right? But Billy is so good. It's like we leave dry food out all the time and he eats until he's full. He has a very good mental health, I feel. He's not like eating to get away from his feelings. Like anyways, let's see. Strider said, let's take this one to the people. I don't want people's opinions of that situation I just talked about. Fat shaming cats. I don't know if it's the cat's fault. I'm not shaming the cat. I wouldn't even say it's the owner's fault. Maybe the owner's really tired. Maybe it's easier for the owner to leave out food because it's harder to like portion control. And maybe even the owner doesn't have a good like like with their own portion control. And I'm not shaming anyone, but we have to discuss things, right? Like, it's not healthy, okay? Let's just say it's not healthy. And we don't have to make anyone feel bad for eating too much, but it happens, and we need to find more adaptive behaviors to deal with pain that you're going through. Oh yeah, you didn't think I would get out of that one, huh? Kind of blue? Oh, that was so good. I feel like, not that I could be a politician, but I can totally get out of things. My kid, and the fact that she's on the spectrum, she was diagnosed at 3. I didn't know if I wanted to talk about it on social media. I really didn't for a long time, because I get like all these advice. Some people are really proud of they want to be proud of the fact that their kid's on the spectrum and like shout it to the world and whatever, and they have all these bumper stickers and stuff, and that's cool. And then there's other people who say like, this is their story and I don't want to take away their story. I get that, okay? I get both sides. So I'm getting like all this like information. As a parent, you're always going to have all this information, all this like different information, and I think you just have to do what's best for your family or best for you. My intention about talking about my kids' autism is to help other people, to build awareness, and to address the fact that, you know, you can feel a type of, it's going to be so complicated, your emotions. So I want to process emotions with everyone about this, because it's a big deal. And I'm on the fence. I was on the fence because I didn't want to take away from my kid's story, but I also feel like this is our story now. It's like, it has so defined me and changed me in a good way that like, I just need, it's still my story, or this part is my story. And also yes, your kid will also, they could always make bad meaning out of anything you do. They could also make really good meaning out of everything you do, and you don't have any control over that. So say I decided not to talk about it, then ever. And then it just sounds like, to them, they might interpret that like, oh, that's shameful. Like, I don't want to tell other people either, because like, you know, like they could interpret it like that, or they can interpret it like, thank you for keeping my story so that I can say it. Okay, right? And then if I do say it, like on the flip side, and I talk about it, then they might be like, oh, it's not very shameful. They could take it that way, or they could take it like, that bitch took my story and like, I wanted to share it. So I'm not in control of that, and she's so young, and you just have to do the best you can as a parent. And this is all like, anything you decide to do as a parent, like they will either take it well or not take it well, and that's why they have therapy someday, hopefully. Yeah. Let's pretend I am Mark Zuckerberg and I like to spread fake news on social media. I could say that, oh wait, well obviously I'm doing it for the profit, but like, how do I spin it so it sounds like it's for the people? I would say, look, it's freedom of speech, you know, people can say what they want to say. Maybe this is how they feel. This isn't necessarily them saying this is real. And then the fact, and then like, they can say, I don't know. And some of them are just spreading the news, like they're liking it or they're sharing it, but they're not actually saying it. That's like, you know, I don't know. I couldn't be mugs. Now look at me. I can't testify in front of court. I would sweat so hard. Yes, and I have a conscience, so it's different. It's hard, see, I don't know how you guys like this. I tried to do this with somebody, and I was like, but they're talking about something else now. You know what I mean? Like, you would be typing it, and it takes a long time for you to type it, and then it lags before I get to see it, and then I'm already on to the next thing. I don't know. What do you guys think about, like, Twitch? Like, I think it's fun, but I'm also like, at this point, why don't we just FaceTime each other? It might make the conversation flow better. Yes, what was I saying? Oh, I had one thing. I think you guys mentioned this about a disabled person you knew. So I just wanted to bring it up because we have crude humor. I'm okay with crude humor as long as everyone's open and communicative about like what's offensive to them, you know? And then we respect that and, you know, whatever. Like, we have politically incorrect humor. We have like crude, dark humor. We talk about stuff that can be offensive, right? Depends. Okay, I think someone said they had a disabled friend that everyone else would bash on everyone else, right? But then that disabled friend, people didn't want to bash on them because it's fucked up, right? And then they were like, I don't feel like a normal person. I feel like you're putting like your kitty gloves on so that you could be not offending me, but I want you to bash on me because It makes me feel like I'm a part of the group, not just this special person. And I just thought that was so nice, because I feel like all these social justice warriors are always protecting these disabled people. I get that. Like, you want to be protective of them, but you also don't know where they're coming from. They might want to be bashed on, you know, like, you don't know. And then it made me think, these social justice warriors, like, how do you think that you know what other people want all the time? You don't know. So why do you just assume that just because you wouldn't want to be bashed on like that, that everyone else doesn't want to be bashed on like that? You know, some people like to be bashed on. Okay, sorry. That was my little rant about social justice warriors. I do not like them. Why do you like it? Most streamers end up calling me blue. Okay. Can I call you depressed? You didn't answer my question. I am the worst, am I not? It's so offensive. I don't know if I truly believe in vows and marriage in that sentiment. I think sometimes people do grow apart, and sometimes you do get divorced, and that's okay too. I think I wouldn't just leave my husband for someone I have a spark with, even if it was a strong connection, because I always want to feel like I did my best in the relationship, or else I would feel like I failed the relationship. I don't think you fail a relationship if you just get divorced. I think you fail a relationship if you didn't try your best. Yeah. What do you guys think? Would you feel like a failure if you got divorced? Or would you, I don't know. And how do you guys feel about like vows and commitment and marriage? Because I think, like, I'm not even that committed to my husband. Not gonna lie. I told him when I was talking to the emotional entanglement that I wouldn't care if he got hurt because I cheated on him. I cared that I ruined my daughter's life, because that's more important to me. I will always like think about my kid over my husband. My husband means nothing to me at this point. It's so funny because like when she was first born, he was like, oh my God, my wife doesn't love me anymore. And I said things to make him feel better. I've said things like my love for you is like a big house, it's a big house. It's like a mini McMansion, okay, whatever. Like some big house. So it's 5 rooms, whatever. Very nice house. But then right next to your house is like this huge, like Jeff Bezos house, And then so like, of course, if you compare it, it seems like I don't love you, but I still love you the same amount of that big house. I don't know. He didn't buy it though when I said it. Oh my God, here. I think you might enjoy this joke. So my kid is autistic, so she has an ABA therapist, behavioral therapist, right? She has one. And the supervisor was over and they were saying, I didn't fill out these forms. And it's my husband. He fills out these forms. So then I'm texting him, which I do with voice dictation. So I say like, hey, you didn't fill out this form. The supervisor is yelling at me. And I sent that. And then supervisor's like, what the fuck? Like, I didn't yell at you, right? And I was like, don't worry. I know you didn't yell at me. Like, don't worry. I just say that so that I can get him motivated enough to fill out the form. And she was like, oh my God, that's crazy. And I was like, not true. It's ABA. And then she said, that's manipulation. And I said, ABA. Yeah. I mean, after he filled out the form, which he did very quickly, I told him that she didn't yell at me, and then he laughed, or he smiled. So that he knows my relationship with him. I'm very manipulative, but it's always really funny. You guys like how I socialize? Actually, it's pretty funny. So like, I'm hosting, and it's already a lot of work to host. I mean, I don't usually clean. I'm not the type of person to clean before people come over, because I realize that's a shame thing, and I'm trying to avoid shame things and own my shame. But like, I did clean because the maid came over, and then now I'm tired, and then I was like, oh fuck, I didn't get food. So then I was like, oh, I'm just going to tell my friends, like, oh, like, I'm so excited to see you guys. And then they're going to offer, because I know they will, because that's what nice people do. Polite people do it. And then they totally took my bait. And I was like, they were like, oh, can we bring something? And I was like, actually, yeah. But it works out for everyone, because I feel like they felt bad for not bringing something, and I needed help. So that was fun. Oh, side thing. One last joke, and then I'll probably have to read your thing, and I'm peacing out. But like, what was the joke? Oh, my husband was telling me he got the trots because he was like diarrheaing, whatever. Like, okay, TMI, I don't care, whatever. And I was like, oh my God, what's wrong with you? Like, what happened? Did you eat something bad? And he was like, actually, I ate all these cherries. So like, we have cherries in the house, right? And then it's a very lucrative fruit in our house. It's very expensive, so that when we have it, it's like everyone wants it and whatever, right? So then he was like, oh, I ate so much of the cherries. He's also kind of allergic to them. If he eats too much of them, he'll have diarrhea. And I was like, I was like, oh no, did you eat it all? Because I asked him, like, I was concerned about him, but then it turned out I wasn't really concerned about him. I was just being selfish to ask him if he ate it all. I don't know. I thought it was funny. He was like, what the fuck? I fucking hate you. Yes, that is my relationship with my husband.